Right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the first of our Thursday calls. We want to see what appetite we have for these calls, and we're going to run February every Thursday at 10 o'clock, and each week will be a separate presenter. If the attendance level is not particularly high and we don't feel we're getting any positive feedback from these, then they will be disbanded, and we'll just ask you to move forward with your individual teams and work one-on-one. Ron also wants me to let you all know that there is a Futures Executive, Managers and Directors meeting. So if you really want to push hard and forward with your business, then you are welcome to get onto that call with him, which is a Wednesday morning. I believe it's 11 o'clock, but I'll check that out and put it in the group later. But I can warn you now, that is a very full-on course with homework and goals, and those goals need to be achieved. We know that life gets in the way, but the main purpose of this meeting with Ron on a Wednesday is to really push forward for those ones that want to get to executive, manager and director, which we all know each in turn. If we hit our levels, then the people above us will hit theirs, and you are growing your team and making more money for yourself as well. So this morning I'm going to start with a goal setting in network marketing video. It's fairly short, and then after it I hope we've all got pen and paper, and I'm going to run through the points so we can all make notes, and hopefully by this time next week, when you come on with the next presenter, we can take it to the next step and see how you've achieved the goals for this week. Okay, so let me share my screen.
Have you ever been to a point in your network marketing business where you're frustrated because you feel stuck? On this video, I'm going to give you 7 tips to have your best month ever coming up. Hey everybody, Darren Kidd here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. On this channel, we give you weekly content to help you succeed now in your network marketing business. One thing's for sure, I've been through the frustrating times in network marketing. I've been to the point where I felt like my business was stuck and I was just sick and tired of being where I was, and I was ready to do whatever it took to take it to the next level. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you 7 key tips in helping you have your best month ever. Number 1, very simple, decide where you want to be by the end of the month. It's like the old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. You have to be very clear. What rank do you want to hit by the end of the month? Is there an income level? Is there a promotion that you're running from? So be very specific, have it detailed out, and then have a plan in place to go make that happen. Tip number 2, ring the bell and take inventory with your organization. What do I mean by that? You're gonna pick up the phone, you're not gonna leave your financial future in anyone else's hands, and you're gonna call through your team and find out where they wanna be by the end of the month. Because you can't count on them to hit certain ranks that you need them to hit for you. Everyone's tuned into their favorite radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? You may be counting on them to hit a certain rank, and then you call them up and they go, hey, listen, I'm gonna be out of the country for the month, Darren. Why are you counting on me to do whatever? So they're building their business for them, not for us. So you're calling down through the organization, you're going, where are you now? Where do you want to be by the end of the month? If your company has any promotions or different incentives that are going on that month, you want to go, hey, listen, did you hear about the incentive? Yes or no? Most of the time, most of your team has not heard about any incentives or promotions. Or if they have heard about them, they do not understand them. So have you heard about them? Do you understand them? Is that something that you want to run for? Yes or no? And they tell you. That way you know who to walk with and you know who to run with. You can match them energy for energy, or I call it checkerboard management. They make a move and you make a move. But very key and crucial that you're taking inventory of your organization as early in the month as you possibly can, knowing where they're going for the rest of the month. Number 3, you have to inspect what you expect. What do I mean by that? You map it out on a whiteboard. You map it out on a notepad. So as you're going through it, you're taking inventory of your team and you're finding out where they are, where they want to be. Mapping it out is simply writing it down so you know who is going for what. And as you look at that map, that is the potential growth for your organization for the month, so you know where to put your time and your energy. Number 4, here's a tip it's really simple, but yet it's very effective. I simply ask them the question once they've shared their goals with me, once I've mapped that out on a piece of paper, as they're telling me where they want to be by the end of the month. So I have my organization, I'm looking at it, I go, by the way, what's most important to you in your life right now? Remind me of why you joined the company. Remind me of why you're doing the business. So as we go through this month and you go through some of the challenging times that we all go through, okay, how would you like for me to encourage you through those challenging times? And that's where they really start to open up and they give you permission to push them to the bank. They go, well, Darren, you know what? I am doing this because I want to be a stay-at-home mom, because I want to retire my spouse. So when things get tough, I want you to remind me of this. So they're giving you permission. Very simple, but very effective is making sure you ask them the question, what's most important to you in your life right now? You're helping them put an emotional attachment to whatever goal they're running for. That's what's going to help them stay strong enough, long enough. Number 5, another simple tip, but yet very effective, is do not leave your financial future in anyone else's hands. What does that mean? I've had people go, well, Darren, you know what? They get the company emails. We've already talked about. Emails have no emotion. Well, Darren, you know, I'm sure they're under another person, another leader that's going to take care of them. Well, that leader may be distracted. That leader may be on vacation 2 out of the 4 weeks of the month. That leader may be having a family crisis. I don't know. But I know that if I'm going to make this the best month ever, I don't want to leave anything to chance. So I'm going to call down through that organization. I want to make sure that I map it out and I want to know who's walking, who's running, and where I put my time and my energy to make sure that this is the best month ever. Number 6, you write it down everywhere, whatever your goals are. I am. So let's just say you're running for a car program or you're running for the next rank. I am a car earner. I know director is a position a lot of companies use. I am a director. You write it in dry erase marker on your mirror. You put it on the back of a business card in front of your speedometer. You put it on your refrigerator because you got to program your subconscious, okay, to make sure you're 1% doubt and you're out. We magnetize the condition that we seek. So we want to make sure that we're 100% focused and we never give mental recognition to the possibility of defeat. It's proven that we cannot have 2 thoughts at one time. It's either, you can't have a negative and a positive thought. If I say, look, don't think of a pink elephant. You just thought of a pink elephant. So what you do is every time you have that little negative weed seed, you go, no, I am a whatever rank you're running for. I am a director. I am a car earner. And so many people, what they do, halfway through the month, they start to give up. They go, man, it doesn't look possible. I'll just have to start all over again next month. Next month will be the month. And it never comes because what they do is they lose momentum. So instead of doing that, you go, no, I am a. As soon as that negative thought comes in, you displace it with the positive affirmation, present tense. I am a director. I am a car earner, whatever rank that may be. And do not stop until the bell rings at the end of the month. Every month I get the calls at the beginning of the month going, man, if I would have just known I was that close, Darren, I would have worked so much harder. Do you think the company will backdate stuff? No. That's why you never stopped. Even if you gave it everything you had and you barely missed that goal, which we're not even thinking of like that, you still created momentum that's going to carry you into the next month. And then you treat the first week of that month like you did the last week of the next month, and you marry the months together. And that's when you create that snowball. You create that momentum that's going to help explode you to the next level. Okay, my 7th and final tip on making this the best month ever is do not wait until you feel like you're ready. Psychologists have proven it's easier to act your way into a feeling than feel your way into acting. After you watch this video, if you're like me, I would watch videos like this and go, okay, I just need to go do this. I need a little more training. I need to straighten up my desk. I need to go through my emails. No, I want you to get into action immediately. Emerson said, do the thing, have the power. He didn't say wait for the power, go do the thing. So very important to get into action now. Question of the day. What's the one goal that you're running for this month? I would love to hear that. Is it a rank? Is it a bonus level? Is it a certain incentive? Is it a luxury trip?
Okay. Right. So I'm just wondering how many on here actually know about Ray St. Clair's promotion that he's running that started yesterday. Can you pop in the chat if you know about it, please? Because I can't see. I know you do, Terry and Gabriel. Can you pop in the chat? Because there's a lot of cameras off today. I expect some of you are at work and trying to tune into this as well, which is very admirable. Oh, Thomas has had to go, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm not getting any feedback. Anyway, I thought the actual video there. Sorry, I'm really sorry. This is a very important call I've got to take. I'm really sorry. Sorry, I'm really sorry. My daughter's got COVID and she was just ringing me. I had to take the call. Sorry. Right, what was I saying? Yes, the goal setting with Ray St. Clair. He has got a promotion which started yesterday, and I think if you are in the Telegram group, then you would have seen it. So it reads, do you know that you can easily turn $1,000 into a staggering $3,000 or more every single month? It's magic. From today, every new member that you introduce to your CFX business who joins with $1,000 pack, 300 and 500 doesn't count. And you know why we suggest they come in with 1,000, because you can cut a year off of your journey to the 100K. So that is what is on offer for Ray and Tracy's 5 Grand Fever monthly competition. If you're not already registered, then you need to register now. So apart from growing your business, as everybody wants to, otherwise they wouldn't be on this call, you've also got a great incentive there to get people on board and to go for this $5,000 a month. So where do you want to be by the end of the month? Personally, for me, I'd like to get my executive rank back. As you know, it's a rolling 30 days. So again, going back to that video, every month, if only I knew how close I was, I'd have worked harder. Well, people come away from presentations, videos, seminars, I do, really hyped up and ready to go. But within a couple of days, unless you put those goals into action, you can gradually slip into the same old, I'll do it tomorrow. And we all know what happens with tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. So can some of you let me know what you want by the end of the month? What your goals are? Is it to reach executive, or is it just to recruit another 1, 2 or 3 people in your team? It doesn't matter if it's only a tiny goal. Just to recruit 1 more person in your team is fantastic, because we all know that recruitment isn't that easy. It's a question of leaving seeds with everybody. Terry is very good at leaving seeds with everybody, and you got to keep going back and watering them. I mean, it took several months to get some of my people into the business. I think it took me only about 3 weeks with you, Gabs, didn't it? From the time that I first spoke to you and you came on a call.
Yep.
How long did it take you to come in? About 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks, yeah. Certainly about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
And you're growing Yes, sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
No, and then obviously that was with Ray. So once I saw, I think when I saw Ray, I think that literally sealed the deal with me. So yeah, just when I saw Ray. I think and I think when I just saw, Ray showed me his back office. I mean, you think about what I saw, we're talking about here, and that was in November 2020. And I remember seeing his back office. And, even then I thought it was impressive. I look at my back office and mine is more or less where he, probably like a bit like his at that time. Well, he probably had a few hundred then, but
You're the second
and then I look
Ray.
at that, and now you look at Ray now. It just shows you, doesn't it? I mean, so it's possible. So yeah, but he kept the momentum going. That's the difference. Yeah, and that's how I see it. I've got to keep the momentum going because at times the momentum isn't going. So my goal, so my goal is executive, and I just put it down there. And I said I've got to hit executive, hopefully by the end of this month. That's what I'm aiming for.
Have you got it written anywhere? Like you said.
I've got it written up. Got it written up on the board there, on there. Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're seeing it all the time.
Yeah, I'm seeing it all the time, but I've got to see. But I've also got to make sure how I put those things in place for me to be executive. What have I got to do? And that's the thing that. Yeah.
And you're doing it. You've got Alex, haven't you? That's working very hard in your team at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're setting those goals and putting those things in place. Yeah. So
it is important, isn't it, to sit down with your people to get what you want. You've got to help them get what you want, what they want. Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
No, well done. You're going great.
Thank you.
Okay. Terry, do you want to share what you're doing, please?
Yeah, the main thing is at the moment I'm sowing seeds. My goal is to sow seeds every day, whether it be an email. Most of it is like emailing people or calling people, and just opening the door to them. To set a goal that I'm going to sponsor people by the end of the month is out of my hands. It's up to the person who receives the information whether they want to join or not. But I'm just keeping in touch with them without pushing them. Just letting them take their own time and just keep sowing seeds and just seeing what comes back.
Exactly. Just being a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not a recruiter, just a friend.
Well, that'll come if when they're ready to do it. Yeah, pretty much most of the personals that I brought in, it was left down to them to actually come in when they were ready, but I just kept them informed, let them know what was going on. If they wanted to come and see one of the mentoring calls, they can never say that they didn't get all the information.
No, that's right. And you've got everything around your study, haven't you, on your walls? Everybody's.
Oh, yeah. When I send an email out to the people that are still on the fence, I put it right across in big letters. If you don't want to receive these emails, please let me know and I'll take you off the group.
I know you do, because I'm copied in as well. They're very good.
And nobody wants to come off the group, do they?
Nobody wants to lose their chance of moving forward, definitely not, and changing their life at the end of the day. It's not all about money, is it? It's about time freedom as well.
Yeah.
Having the time to do what you want to do. Is there anyone else that would like to share? Colin, are you able to talk or not? I think he's at work. Okay. Sir Ellen, would you like to come to the mic? You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't want to put you on the spot if you're not comfortable. Okay, Sandra, are you going to share with us what you're up to? Oh, Colin's here now. I'll come back to you, Sandra. Thank you. I'll come back to you. Hi, Colin.
Hi, Janet. Sorry about that. I'm in my pajamas.
Oh,
that's okay.
Night time. Is it night time for you?
Sight for sore eyes.
Oh, right. Okay.
At the moment, I don't really have I haven't been focusing on CFX recently, I have to confess. So I came on because you called me to come on.
Nothing like putting you on the spot, Colin.
I've got other, yeah, I've got other kind of tasks in my life that I want to, get past. I've got a real estate deal that I'm trying to get together that has been taking quite a long time. So once that's out of the way, it'll be done. My son's been having exams, which he did very well, I'm pleased to say. So yeah, there's been stuff going on in the background. But CFX is going great, and it's nice to see the recovery after the new year and the regular numbers coming in. So yeah, very, very, very positive about that. But sorry, I don't have anything concrete on that front.
That's all right, but I'm sure if an opportunity or somebody spoke to you and you could see a CFX opportunity there, you wouldn't not say it, would you?
Right. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, Colin. I'll let you
No
go.
worries.
Good luck with your real estate deal.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Another string to your bow. It's all good.
Indeed. Thanks, Janet.
That's brilliant. Thank you. Okay, Sue Ellen, you've got your hand up. Yes, please share.
Yeah, I couldn't get to my icon to come off mute in time to reply.
Don't worry, that's fine.
Okay, so in terms of what I'm doing, I'm conscious all the time of, like Terry says, sowing seeds all the time. Mm-hmm. I haven't been quite as active as I would have liked because I'm immersed in quite complicated work assignments at the moment, and I either do them or I don't. and I have to focus on them at the moment because they're bringing in the living income.
Yes.
What I live on.
Of course.
So I'm not doing as much as I would have liked, but I'm conscious all the time. And once this is out of the way, I should be able to focus a bit more once what I'm doing is out of the way.
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, I'm not as happy with my progress or my activity as I would like to be, but
as I say, well, that's it. You're in that position, aren't you, at the moment, where you've still got to put money on the table to be able to pay your bills and everything else.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's right. So it's just balancing it, isn't it? And eventually the other side will take over the work side and you'll be able to kick it into touch. Exactly. And I would never not reply, by the way. I just couldn't get to my unmute in time to speak.
No, it's absolutely fine. I know not everybody is comfortable coming to the mic, so I didn't want to make anybody...
I don't mind. I just haven't got anything very, very inspiring to say.
Well, you have, because you're working hard. You're working hard on your job and you're still doing your CFX at every opportunity. So it's all good. It's brilliant. Well done. Okay, Sandra, your turn. Do you want to share with us what you're up to?
Not really, but I'll try.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I've been in CFX now for about 7 or 8 months.
Yes.
And unfortunately, with all the problems that CFX has been having over the last 2 or 3 months, I've lost a bit of momentum, I must admit. I've been trying to learn. I've bought 2 or 3 books on marketing and so on to see if I can get more motivated and learn to do new things. So hopefully I'll get back into going for it this year, well, this month. But I need to get some momentum.
Well, that's good because you've identified what your stumbling block is.
Yeah.
And you're trying to do something about it. So I take my hat off to you. Well done. It's brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right. It's all good moving forward. It definitely is. And as I say, as regards CFX, it's absolutely fine. There's been so much rubbish out there, but it's absolutely fine. These people,
oh yes, I realised that.
Yeah, it is. It's as I say, as you know, I've rubbed shoulders with Waska. Last year I was on the cruise. I don't know if you was on one of the calls when I was told everybody, well, most people on here know that I was on the cruise and met Waska and John Kinnear. All the corporate guys were there, and
Yep.
they are, I can assure you, they want the best for this company. They are true, genuine people that want the best for CFX. It's not going
Yeah, I
anywhere.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. So anything you hear that's negative, just brush it under the carpet and move forward. And
Oh, I do.
you
Yeah.
do. Who's your
Yep.
sponsor, Sandra?
Victoria.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's quite a good leader, isn't she?
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe.
Well, we've been friends for about 40 years. So,
Wow.
Yep.
And she has team calls, I understand.
yeah, that's right.
Regularly every week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And Chrissy.
And
Yeah.
oh, and Chrissy does as well. That's
Yeah.
good then. Okay, so well done to you. Excellent. Keep
Thank you.
going.
Okay, we'll do. No problem.
Thanks for sharing. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Jill, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while now. I think you may be at work, so I don't know if you can...
Getting ready to leave for work. I
right.
usually, yeah.
I should have come to you first then, shouldn't I? Sorry.
No, that's fine. I enjoy listening. Basically, I'm kind of with Sandra. One of the reasons I slowed down and virtually stopped doing the LinkedIn, doing Facebook or anything like that was because I wanted to be sure what I was introducing people to. It had nothing to do with CFX per se. It is, and the scary part, if I ever brought anybody into a Telegram group and they watched all the rhetoric that was going on, it would be like bringing somebody to a war zone. It got to the point where I couldn't even read Telegram comments anymore because same old, hash, nobody listening. And the one thing that kind of resonates with me is I didn't get into CFX because it was a get rich scheme. I knew it was long-term. I had to set my goal anywhere from 4 to 5 years, depending on if they ever opened up the North American market. But I was fine for sitting on this for 4 or 5 years as an investment. And I put the money in and it's going to stay in and it'll keep getting reinvested. And I don't have a problem with that. I think the difficulty is with how people promote it. And that's where the angst is coming from. If people are promoting it in a way that people feel that they can use it as their ATM, then that has created all this issues. The other problem being is you had rules set up, and Sandra will know because I probably started about the same time she did. You're going to get paid within 7 days. Worst case scenario, it was going to be, whatever it was. It ended up, and then we were told to ignore that. And then we were told to ignore this. And then we were told to ignore everything that was going on and build a team. Well, I can't build a team if I don't have confidence in what I'm telling them. I want to be able to tell people the truth. I don't want to say, well, just because this is happening, ignore it. Well, you can't ignore it because it's happening. And I feel for Waskar, and I understand the CFX platform. And the only way that I can comfortably promote it is to say, forget about withdrawals, forget about even worrying about it. Give yourself 4 or 5 years on your investment. I did it when I was investing in RSPs here in Canada. You invest in an RSP when you're 20, 30, and 40, but you don't expect anything back until you're 70. So it's kind of like that. The money's there, it's gone, leave it alone. The difficulty is I would like at some point there to be a definite, this is what is happening, rather than it changing almost weekly, sometimes daily. What you hear is changing. So I kind of would like to have an area that is positive, because I'm tired of the negative, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think that's rubbing off on a lot of people, probably why we haven't got many on the call. But first of all, Jill, one thing I want to say, listening to you, I totally understand, but can I please get you out of using the word investment? We cannot say that CFX is an investment.
Yeah, no, I haven't said that at all.
Oh, right. Okay. No, you did on
I'm using it as a term of discussion.
Yeah,
because that seems to be how it's being promoted, or why some people are getting so upset, is that because they can't get their money out quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly. But yes, it should be sold, if you like, using the word very loosely, as your future. You come in, you tie your money up for 5 or 6 years, and at the end of the day, you're going to have a nice amount there to live off on a regular basis, withdrawing it as and when you want to. It shouldn't be, it isn't a get rich quick scheme. We know that it's quite a slow process, unless you're bringing a lot of people in very, very quickly, which obviously people like Ray St. Clair is, with the help of us lot, because we're all a part of his team. So we're all pushing Ray's buttons as well as our own. But yeah, as I say, it shouldn't be sold like that. People that I bring in, and Terry brings in, and Sir Ellen and Gabriel, we all say, put your money in and just let it build. Hopefully grow a team to get you there quicker, but certainly don't use it as a piggy bank. And that is the problem. There's been a lot of, dare I say, bad sponsors. I mean, sponsors that bring people in and don't even, ever talk to them again. And there's sponsors that say withdraw every $100. I've heard that one. And I think the confusion has come because of the fact that we used to have to withdraw our money to upgrade. So that's probably all got mixed up. But now, moving forward, we can honestly sell it as popping your money in and sitting here for 5 or 6 years, let it grow, and then enjoy the benefits at the end, like you would a pension or a fixed term savings plan. So yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, CFX isn't going anywhere, as I've said before. So let's get back. We've got a little bit off piste here, which is fine, because I want everyone to feel happy with what they're doing. So what is happening in your life now, and why did you join? I mean, can you answer that one, Jill? I mean, did you join to use it for 5-year plan, or did you join? You did. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's excellent, and it's going the right way for you.
Well, I'm just sitting on it and letting it do what they said it would do, and yes, some of the returns have been not the greatest, but then if you look at what's going on in the world and whatnot, it's understandable that they're going to have some bad times, and what that should show people is that the trading is real, because if you understand trading and markets, one of the comments way back when I would hear is, nobody can ever be that positive. You've got to have negatives. And CFX has shown in the last month and a half that, yeah, there are negatives, and they do the best not to have them, but it will happen from time to time.
Exactly. And as I say, we're still getting paid. We're still getting more money than any of us would ever get having it in the bank. Even if we have a very, very low return, even if you only got a couple of cents a day, which isn't that low, it's still more than you get in the bank. So it's all positive all the time. And we are gradually getting back up to the 5%. There's a lot of volatility out there at the moment. And I'm very happy that the trading team are doing what they're doing. I'd rather get something than nothing. So we've never had a day that we've not been paid that I'm aware of. So, okay, let's, Terry, do you want to add anything on to what Jill was saying to help her perhaps, and Sandra?
Well, not really. I mean, any business, you've got to realize, as a growing business, there's going to be hiccups all the time. In this particular business, which is a high financial business, you know, people, as you say, people are looking at it as if they can draw their money straight out, and there will always be negatives because of what you've probably been told in the first place, and it isn't matching up to the story you've been told at the beginning. It's just look at, I just say, look at this for the long term. I liked it when they did the call last week where the Irish guys were doing the hosting, and the guy who was the banker there, he just says, look, just put in an amount that wouldn't cause you to lose sleep overnight, and just let it grow. And realizing that probably 75% of the people come in using this as passive, just using it as a pension. So if that to me, that is a big plus. Before this business came along, I've been in networking for a long time. I then started my own limited company, and I decided that you know, because I made money in networking, but a lot of the people didn't do what I was doing, weren't prepared to do what I did to make the money, and they got burned. And I made it right. I wasn't going to introduce anybody else in network marketing. And when I saw this, I didn't have to introduce anybody else. I could just sit there, put money in, sit there for 5 years, similar to the 5-year apprenticeship I served for engineering, and come out with a nice sum of money on a regular basis. And that's what I did. But of course, after 3 months of sitting on my hands in this, I could not tell other people about it. You know, I had friends who kept on ringing me up saying, what are you doing now, Terry? You know, and I said, I'll tell you, but, you know, just don't put in anything more than you're prepared to lose, like you did in the previous ones. So there's a lot of positives. The negatives are how you look at them. And I don't see any negatives at all. I see the CEOs in this business working very, very hard to create something that's going to last for 10 or 20 years. And we're just on the sidelines. We're part of that program. And I feel totally positive about it because, hey, we're making some money. It's not going to go down. I 100% believe it's not going to go down. It's going to be strong. So happy, yeah, I'm very, very happy about it. If people want to come up with objections, which I had plenty of them recently from people that I've talked to, you know, look, I say they're your objection and they're your beliefs. I'm not going to change your belief for you, but you know, in 5 years' time, you're still going to be doing what you're doing, and I'm not.
No.
So it's up to you. The door's always open. I say, I'll keep you up to date with an email every couple of months if you're interested. Other than that, enjoy your life.
Lovely.
As Dave Richardson says, there's 60 million people in this country, and there's a lot more around the world.
Yeah, it's very true.
You know, we've got a long way to go.
I do love your approach, Terry. You're so laid back and calm, and yeah.
Nobody sponsored me into this. Nobody sponsored me in. Andy showed me the business, and I sponsored myself into the business because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I put that same with other people. I'm not going to twist anybody's arm to get in. I even said to somebody not very long ago, look, if I have to drag you into this business, I've got to drag you all the way through it. I haven't got the time to do that. I'd rather work with people who do want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it might be slower, but they're going to be far more quality people that I'll be working with. Quality people like Sue Ellen, Dave Richardson, and Darren, and people like that. Good quality people who are in it because they want to be in it.
Yeah, and can see the bigger picture.
If you're not happy, get out, do something else. In my opinion, if you're not happy, get out and do something else. You know, just don't get in my way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. This train's moving. Get out of the way.
You know, Terry, just what you're saying, myself and Alex, we use the term, we've been using it a lot last year, OQP, only quality people.
Exactly. Yeah. Every person is a quality person. every person is a quality person, you know, but it's whether they're going to have the same mindset as you. And they're not. When I was in engineering, I couldn't say to Janet's partner Graham, "God, you should come into engineering. You can earn a lot of money there, sitting in an office, you know, just doing some designing work." And Graham said, "Well, no, I'm a landscape gardener. I want to be in the outdoors." So yeah, you
The idea of torture.
yeah, but they don't want to do what you do. So why should somebody you're talking to want to do your CFX business? You know, it's a numbers game.
Mm.
And you have to accept it. The hardest thing, I think, is when you tell someone about this and they say no, and your goal is to keep badgering them until they do say yes. Now that is well, the height of insanity, I think, quite frankly. You're doing the same things tomorrow that you were doing yesterday and expecting different results. I mean, that's insanity. You've got to do something different.
Got to do something different. Yeah.
Yeah. But enjoy it. It's you know, it's not a big millstone around your neck. It's a business that's going to be around here in 5, 10, 20 years time. So make the most of it. You should be smiling if you know that in a few years time you're going to have more money than you've ever had before. Crikey.
What is there not to smile about?
That's right. That's right. I mean, you can say to somebody, you know, would you like some information? Would you like to earn more income? I would like the idea of earning some more income without doing anything. And they've got to be a dum-dum to say, no, I want to earn money by doing something.
Yeah. Or where's the catch? Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the queerest folk, as Dave always says.
That's right. Definitely.
yeah.
No, it's all good. Sorry, Gabe.
Yeah. No, just to add to what Terry is saying, I think, you know, I kind of looked at it in a different way, you know, especially over the years when I was looking at certain things. But, you know, the main thing is to enjoy the journey. So what this was Terry it's what Terry said, is join the journey, because the journey itself is, I think, is an amazing thing, because once you've arrived, right, you know, once you've arrived, you go, oh, wow, I've arrived. And if you haven't really enjoyed that journey, and it's just going to be, you know, it's going to become like the novelty wears off. So it's trying to enjoy that journey. I think, you know, it's the process. Enjoy the process. Well, let's say, however you want to put it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. The disappointments, the knockbacks, the things like that, and you look at it and you go, you know, you look at it a different line. But that's a lesson. So what do I learn from that? How do I? Oh, that person. Oh, that's just ludicrous. You laugh at certain things. You go, why would that person say something like that? And just like, you know, and you can laugh it off and just go, well, it just doesn't matter. It's just certain people can be that way. So it's just enjoying the journey, and not even that, you will become a better person at the end of it. And that's what I was thinking.
Definitely.
Yeah. And look at the quality people you meet along the way on these calls. All very good quality, all with the same mindset. Everyone on all of these calls, we're all the same. And when we get to the 100K figure and things like that, we can start to travel. And as soon as I get my ticket to Australia, I'll be knocking on Gab's door and saying, "Hey, Gab, let's have a cup of coffee."
No doubt. No doubt.
For sure.
No doubt.
So that goes to point 7 on that network marketing. Don't wait till you are ready. You are always talking to people and enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
I think that has been a pretty good meeting this morning. And we are 5 to the hour. So unless anybody has anything else they want to share with us, I think we could close it down. Is there anything else? No? Okay, well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming on. Same time next week, and I will put in the group whose room it is and who is hosting. But thank you very much. Good luck, Sandra, with building your mindset. Thanks very much, Sue Ellen. Hope work doesn't get in the way too much. And Jill, Gabs, I'll speak to you later. Terry, thank you so much for all your input and help and support. And I'll see you all very shortly. Thanks for coming on, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good
Bye,
day.
Janet. Nice
Happy
call.
rec-
Well done.
Happy recruiting.
Cheers, Janet.
Bye-bye. Thank
Cheers,
you.
everyone. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.